and welcome back to the show, everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial for overall health and well-being, gut health. And specifically, we're going to be exploring the amazing role of a little-known compound called butyrate. We'll delve into what it is, how it's made in your gut, and most importantly, at the last segment of this episode, we'll share 5 practical and easy-to-implement strategies you can use today to boost your butyrate levels and support a healthier gut naturally. So, stay tuned. I'm so excited to have a true expert with us today to guide us through this fascinating subject. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Butyrate, a PhD in oncology and molecular biology and a leading researcher in the field of breast cancer, with a special focus on how gut health impacts cancer development. Dr. Butyrate, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Angie. It's a pleasure to be here.
We're delighted to have you with us today. We're exploring the fascinating world of butyrate, a key player in gut health and energy production. Dr. Butyrate, before we dive into the specifics of butyrate, could you share a little about your journey as a researcher and what initially sparked your interest in the link between gut health and cancer?
Absolutely. My research focuses on the molecular mechanisms that drive breast cancer development. Over time, it became clear that the gut microbiome plays a significant role in influencing these mechanisms. The gut isn't just for digestion, it's a complex ecosystem that interacts with our immune system, metabolism, and even our genes. And when that ecosystem is out of balance, it can contribute to inflammation and other factors that can promote cancer growth.
That's fascinating. So let's get down to it. What exactly is butyrate, and why should we care about it?
Butyrate, also known as butyric acid, is a short-chain fatty acid, or SCFA. It's produced in the colon when beneficial bacteria ferment dietary fiber. Think of it as a byproduct of the good bugs in your gut feasting on the fiber you eat. There are other SCFAs like acetate and propionate, but butyrate is particularly important because it serves as a primary energy source for the cells lining your colon, called colonocytes.
So it's like fuel for our gut cells?
Exactly. Colonocytes convert butyrate into acetyl-CoA, which then enters the Krebs cycle in the mitochondria, resulting in the production of ATP, the energy currency of our cells. Research suggests that colonocytes get 70 to 80% of their energy from butyrate alone. When these cells are well-fueled, they can function efficiently and keep our gut working properly.
We've heard that butyrate is a key energy source for colon cells, but what other vital functions does it support within the gut itself? Could you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. Butyrate plays a role in maintaining fluid balance, supporting the gut lining, and even influencing the balance of bacteria in the colon.
So interesting. Okay, listeners, we want to hear from you. What's one thing you've tried to improve your gut health? Share your experiences with us in the comments below using the hashtag guthealthpodcast. We'll be highlighting some of your stories. This is all incredibly interesting. Now, let's talk about the connection to cancer. How does a healthy gut, fueled by butyrate, potentially reduce cancer risk?
This is where it gets really exciting. While it's important to remember that research is ongoing, there are several ways butyrate and a healthy gut environment are thought to play a role in cancer prevention. Inflammation. Butyrate can help regulate inflammation in the gut. Chronic inflammation is a known risk factor for many types of cancer, including colon cancer. Immune system. The gut is home to a large portion of our immune system. Butyrate can influence the gut-associated lymphoid tissue, or GALT, which is crucial for immune surveillance and identifying and eliminating potential cancer cells. Epigenetics. Butyrate can also have epigenetic effects, meaning it can influence gene expression in colon cells. This could potentially help to suppress the growth of abnormal cells. Last but not the least, microbiome diversity. Butyrate promotes a diverse and balanced gut microbiome. A healthy microbiome can outcompete harmful bacteria and produce beneficial compounds that can protect against cancer.
So it's not a direct cancer cure, but more about creating an environment in the gut that is less hospitable to cancer development.
Precisely. It's about supporting overall health and resilience.
Dr. Butyrate, this is a complex topic. For our listeners who are just starting to explore the gut-cancer connection, what's one key takeaway you'd want them to remember?
If I could leave them with just one thought, it's this. Your gut is not just a digestive organ. It's an active participant in your overall health, including your cancer risk. Pay attention to what you put in your body, and your gut will thank you.
Okay, let's get to the practical side of things. What can we do through diet and lifestyle to boost butyrate production in our guts?
Well, there are definitely some key things to keep in mind, and it really depends on your individual needs. But to start, the most obvious step is focusing on dietary fiber. That means loading up on plant-based staples like organic whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes. These foods provide the fermentable substrates that your gut microbes need to produce butyrate.
What kind of fiber are we talking about?
Ideally, you want a variety of fiber sources, both soluble and insoluble. Different types of fiber are fermented to varying degrees, providing a broader range of benefits.
And what if we're not used to eating a lot of fiber?
That's a great point. It's important to increase your fiber intake gradually to prevent bloating and gas. Give your gut time to adapt, and don't forget to drink plenty of water.
What about fats? It seems like we need to be mindful of our fat intake, as scientists are precise in avoiding certain fats.
Yes, it's important to be mindful of the types of fats you consume. Diets high in polyunsaturated fats, or PUFAs, especially those rich in linoleic acid like soybean and corn oil, have been shown to negatively impact SCFA production. So you'll want to avoid these fats as much as possible to promote a healthy gut environment.
What about lifestyle factors?
Exercise is fantastic for gut health. It supports microbial diversity and helps regulate gut transit time. Sleep is also crucial. Sleep deprivation and chronic stress can disrupt the gut microbiome. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night and find healthy ways to manage stress.
What about antibiotics? We all know they're sometimes necessary, but are they really as bad for our guts as we hear?
Antibiotics can have a significant impact on the gut microbiome, killing off both harmful and beneficial bacteria. If you need to take antibiotics, consider adding probiotic or prebiotic-rich foods to your diet to help reseed your gut with healthy microbes. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut are all great options.
Listeners, Derbuhoot mentioned probiotics. Have you ever tried taking probiotics? If so, what kind did you use and what results did you notice? Share your insights with other listeners in the comments section below. We'd love to hear your experiences. Let's tackle some common misconceptions. I've heard that fiber supplements are just as good as eating whole foods. Is that true?
Not really. While fiber supplements can be helpful, they can't replace the variety and richness of the fiber found in whole foods. Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains also provide essential micronutrients and phytochemicals that you won't find in a supplement.
What about fats? Are all fats bad for gut health?
No, not at all. While processed fats like trans fats and large amounts of linoleic acid from vegetable oils can be disruptive, healthier fats like grass-fed butter, ghee, and coconut oil can still be part of a gut-friendly diet. The key is moderation and balance.
And what about protein? Does a high-protein diet automatically harm the gut?
Not necessarily. It depends on the source of protein. If you're eating a lot of processed meats and not enough fiber, it can be problematic. But a balanced approach, with quality protein sources paired with plenty of vegetables and whole grains, can support a healthy microbial environment.
Here's a good one. Do probiotics directly introduce butyrate into your gut?
That's a common misconception. Probiotics don't directly introduce butyrate. Butyrate production is dependent on specific fiber-fermenting microbes. However, certain probiotic strains can help create an environment in which those beneficial bacteria can thrive.
It's easy to get confused with all this information. What's one thing you wish everyone knew about gut health, Dr. Buhoot?
I wish everyone understood that their gut is unique, just like their fingerprint. What works for one person may not work for another. Experiment, pay attention to your body's signals, and find what works best for you.
All right, Dr. Buhoot, it's the moment our listeners have been waiting for. Let's dive into those 5 practical strategies for increasing butyrate production that you teased earlier.
Absolutely. These are all based on the information we've discussed and are relatively easy to incorporate into your daily routine. First one, embrace delicious high-fiber options. Ditch the idea of fiber as a chore. Fruits like berries or pears are fiber-rich and naturally sweet, and roasted vegetables with spices bring variety to your plate. Make it a joyful experience. Number 2, avoid certain fibers if gut health is severely compromised. If your gut health is severely compromised, you might need to temporarily avoid certain high-fiber foods. Before you load up on fiber, your gut needs to be primed and ready. 3, minimize exposure to gut-damaging factors. The first step is to eliminate key culprits damaging your gut, such as linoleic acid, excess estrogen, and EMFs, and to focus on restoration of your cellular energy production. 4, start with low-fiber carbs to support healing. During the initial healing phase, you'll need to consume carbs to fuel your cellular energy production, but you'll want to choose carbs that are very low or even completely lacking in fiber at first so that your gut can heal and your microbial population can come into a better balance. And last but not least, the fifth one. Slowly increase fiber consumption as you heal. As your gut begins to heal, you can slowly begin to add more fiber to feed those SCFA-producing bacteria.
These are great actionable tips. Which of these 5 strategies are you personally implementing in your own life right now, Dr. Buhout?
I'm currently focusing on eliminating key gut disruptors and reintroducing fiber. It's an ongoing process.
Dr. Buhout, do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with our listeners?
I would just emphasize the importance of a holistic approach to health. The gut is connected to everything, and taking care of your gut health is an investment in your overall well-being.
And what about your own research? Are you working on anything exciting related to gut health and cancer?
Yes, a large part of the research carried out in my lab is currently investigating how specific microbial metabolites, including butyrate, influence the tumor microenvironment in breast cancer. We're also examining whether targeted dietary strategies can reshape the gut microbiome to amplify the effectiveness of cancer therapies. This intersection of nutrition and oncology could open doors to more personalized treatment approaches.
That's absolutely fascinating. Dr. Buhout, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today. This has been incredibly informative.
My pleasure, Angie.
And that's all the time we have for today. Remember to subscribe to the podcast and leave us a review. It really helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. And don't forget to connect with us on social media and share your gut health journey. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.